boy Tommy coming at you with a brand new Clash Mini video, and today we're going to be having a look at the best monk deck in the entire game. Guys, I have a serious addiction problem to this game. I literally played for 6 hours last night trying to find the perfect monk deck so I can show you guys, because a lot of people have been asking me for this deck and I've seen this meta start to take off. A lot of people are using the monk, so I wanted to find a perfect deck that's not only good against the monk but good against every other hero in the game. If you want to skip straight to the gameplay, there is a timestamp in the description down below, so go ahead and do that. But without further ado, what we're going to do now is talk about strategy and talk about each individual card's purpose in this deck. The monk is a very strong card, mainly because when he gets his ability, he can pretty much solo any other card in the game. Whether it's a tank, whether it's another hero, does not matter. He's very good and he's very tanky, but you don't want to play him in the front line. You need somebody to tank for him so that he has time to charge up his ability multiple times and get you crazy value. So that's where we have the Giant Skeleton. You're going to place the Giant Skeleton in the front. This deck, by the way, is super versatile, and you have to really pay attention on what you're maxing out depending on your opponent's deck. If they have a lot of troops in the front, a lot of like hard pushes, max out your Giant Skeleton as soon as possible. I want to say max out, but make sure you get him to at least 1 star so that you get all that tons of value from his death damage. I have the P.E.K.K.A. I was messing around with the Mega Knight because I was like, let me buy time for the monk. The Mega Knight buys time but doesn't deal enough damage. The P.E.K.K.A. is way better in this deck because if people run Miner or they're playing the Countess, a P.E.K.K.A. in the back destroys the Miner and absolutely, disrupts their whole push, and all of a sudden you have a number advantage. And then the Countess, when she goes for her teleport, and she goes and teleports and hits the backline and it's a P.E.K.K.A., she's going down to 25% HP, if not dying, before she gets a chance to teleport out. I have the Miner because when I was playing this deck against, decks like the Archer Queen deck or decks that have a lot of marksman sit back cards, I struggled and I was like, what's a good counter for that? And that is the Miner. So if I'm going up against those sit back decks, I try to level up my Miner as soon as possible. I do have the Dark Goblin in this deck because out of all the marksmen or all the ADCs in this game, the Dark Goblin and the Magic Archer are the only two you can pretty much leave at level 0 and still get tons of value on him. So the Dark Goblin being 3 elixir, that's the reason why I use him. I need that 3 elixir since I already have the 4 elixir P.E.K.K.A. In the current meta, up against monks, up against the Countess, the Dark Goblin, if you protect him in the middle, you are good to go. You can just get so much value, and if they cannot kill him, by the time the round starts to carry on, you guys have seen the damage the Spear Goblin or the Dark Goblin can do, which is why I do have the Spear Goblin in this deck, because the Countess, like I said, is in the meta. So I want to make sure that we have a throwaway card. I feel like in every deck I usually have a throwaway card. Normally it's the guards, but in this deck I like it having the Spear Goblin because he gets a bunch of value off of his very first spear. So much damage, allowing you to tear through their deck that much quicker. So I like having him, and even after he throws his first spear, if he gets taken down by like the Countess, I'm actually okay with it in a lot of situations, whether it's him or the Miner that gets taken down. If the P.E.K.K.A. doesn't get a chance to counter, I'm okay with it, because now when the Countess teleports again, it still can't get to the Dark Goblin because it's going to teleport to our front line, and our Dark Goblin just continues to get a ton of value. So that's the overall deck there. Like I said, Miner for backline, P.E.K.K.A. good for counter, and P.E.K.K.A.'s tanky, so you can really move through the map. And if they don't kill the Spear Goblin, he's a problem too, especially after you get him to 2 stars. So it's overall a very, very good deck. Let's hop right into the gameplay now so I can show you guys exactly how I use it. Alright, so we're going up against the Shield Maiden. The Shield Maiden, I should have said this in the intro, but if you skip straight to the gameplay, that's cool too. The Shield Maiden is probably one of the worst, it's probably the worst matchup. I wouldn't say she's a hard counter, but you have to figure out a way. I need P.E.K.K.A. here. We don't get it. Unfortunate. You have to figure out a way to take down the Shield Maiden without letting your Spear Goblin attack it. If the Spear Goblin attacks the Shield Maiden, I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's done for. But in this deck here, we're going to go ahead and get a bunch of value from our Giant Skeleton, and now it's just the Shield Maiden. The Shield Maiden herself isn't hard to beat like you're seeing the Monk. The Monk puts her down, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to win that first round, but we have to make sure we don't let our Spear Goblin get attacked by the or attack the Shield Maiden. The only issue now with this is the fact that, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play you back here, and we go P.E.K.K.A. This is gonna be an interesting placement, but we'll try it. It's just it could be rough because this guy has the combination of not only Shield Maiden, but he has Miner, so he's going to get to our back line, and our Spear Goblin is gonna die a lot, which is okay because we still have the P.E.K.K.A. back here. The P.E.K.K.A. is gonna get tons of value. he actually stops attacking. Oh, so that's a really good shield maiden ability. Oh yeah, she's level 5. Level 5 shield maiden took the aggro. So that means we really do have to play the giant skeleton up front. I tried to cheese and play him a little bit further back to get the double value, but we couldn't do that there. So now I'm actually gonna take the miner 1 star, which isn't terrible. And I kind of want to get this. Oh, it's so rough. It's so rough. Like this is it's so rough. So we go 2 stars here. That's what we're gonna do. Hopefully he doesn't attack the shield maiden. We'll go 2-star miner. That should take down the Ewiz really easily. Our Dark Goblin goes down. I'm actually okay with that because it's rough for him in this deck anyways. And our miner's still getting a lot of value in the back. Nice. Cool. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do in this deck? I'm about to play both my ADCs. Just play them back there with the P.E.K.K.A. If they get taken out, they get taken out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We need to get our death damage up massively. I think this is gonna help us out a ton. Let him die. We play everything else in the back, like this, to counter the miners. So like I said, trickiest matchup, Shield Maiden, because you Shield Maiden and then you combo with the miner. It's like really tough. But we should be good here, I think, because we still have the P.E.K.K.A. Spirit Goblin's going to go down. Or Dark Goblin's going to go down, which is A-okay. We still have 2 miners in the back. We get a lot of value out of the first miner. And Monk still has his ability. P.E.K.K.A. takes out. Oh, yeah. We end up winning this game. Let's go. So we actually played our hardest matchup really, really well for a 3-1 victory. I'm glad that was the first game. All right, now we're going up against a more meta deck here, for sure, with this Countess. I pretty much always lose round 1 though, if I'm keeping it a buck with y'all against the Countess. It's just, it depends. It depends on how it plays. I think if we go double tank here with Miner, we could actually win this. But Countess round 1 is toxic. Actually, I think we win this round. Because we take down the Spear Goblin. She should teleports on a Miner. We don't even get the Spear Goblin. But we should be able to, yep, turn around and nice. He gets a lot of value knocking down the Countess. Level 6 too, by the way, so we don't even have our level 5 ability. And he has the 1-star miner. And we're still able to win round 1 against the Countess, so that's awesome. Countess is a very, very strong early game card, and I usually like struggle a little bit. But now, in trouble. She's in trouble. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I could go, no, I don't want to. I want P.E.K.K.A. because he has miner, so we definitely want P.E.K.K.A. in the back to counter the miner. Giant skeleton up front, and look at the value the Dark Goblin's gonna get here. Look at all this value he's about to get. Because how do you get to him? You can't. He's in the center. The Countess can't get to him. Every time she teleports, she's gonna teleport to an edge. By then, the Spear Goblin just has so much. The Dark Goblin just has so much heat, and that's at level 0 stars. 0 stars, man. One of the few marksmen that can actually do that and sit in the back with that low starage. Like, it's actually insane. So now he's not playing up front, so I don't think my giant skeleton needs any crazy buffs. So here I'm actually gonna go miner and then double miner. Actually, we'll go Spear Goblin. We'll go Spear Goblin. I'll keep it all centered. Keep my marksman a little bit up front. We don't get any spear Goblin value. Now, once again, we're able to protect. Dark Goblin's still alive. We're starting to fall here really, really quickly, though. So he takes that round. Good job. We didn't get any Spear Goblin value. All good. And he has Bowler, so I can't line up like this in the middle now. I'm going to make my Spear Goblin level 1. We'll get more damage here. He can still get a lot of value if he reads this right. So I don't want to give him that. Don't want to give him that at all. Let's play this. So the miner this time gets to the back and gets to attack the Spear Goblin. He'll get a lot of value. Dark Goblin is still alive. Miner gets a kill too, which is nice. Ewiz leveled up is a problem as always. Monk's gonna be able to help stop that. We still have we still have our Dark Goblin doing it. I mean this deck, guys, I'm telling you guys, is insane for the Monk. Alright, so up against another Countess. Typical meta. We'll go double miner in the back. And we'll go frontline giant skeleton with the Monk. He's gonna double up the miner as well. Because we have Giant Skeleton, I believe we get more value out of this because the Giant Skeleton will die and get a bunch of death damage, take down both miners. And now my monk is free to just one-tap the Countess. I'd love to see that. We double miner again because it's in the back. There's literally nothing I can do. It has to be double miner play. Keep the Giant Skeleton in the front. He is running Countess, so the Spear Goblin ends up being the guy that we protect this round. I almost put our P.E.K.K.A back there on accident. Oops. He's actually going with the level 2. And he's going to go down. He plays back. Really good placement on his part. I need my Giant Skeleton to hurry up and fall here. Use that value. Not fast enough. Level 2 guard ended up being the one that got targeted. So he played really tanky. He played really far back to buy his miner a lot of time. So I might meet him in the middle and do that too. So here we go, Giant Skeleton up front. I'm down to double down on the death damage there. For sure. I'm down to do that. I want my 6-man with the Spear Goblin here. P.E.K.K.A up front. He definitely mines. This will push the double Giant Skeleton forward because we blocked off the 2 sides. This way we have a lot of good protection. A lot of good protection for our Dark Goblin. Yeah. Good value. Really good value. All that without any death damage. Kind of crazy. Now we can go like this. We're gonna double up on miner here. Put you in the wavefront. And we'll give our Spear Goblin extra value here with his dart. And I'm down to just... This is wild. It's dumb, actually. We'll go like this. Keep the P.E.K.K.A back there for his miners. I knew he was going to do that. And we'll be able to miner down his Magic Archer. P.E.K.K.A tried his best to stay alive, but it's all good. We still have death damage available. We still have miner going down with his attack boost. We still saved our Dark Goblin, man. GG's. So that's gonna be for today's Monk video. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Let me know what you guys think of this gameplay in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this deck. If there's anything that you would change, let me know as well, because I'm always interested, excited, and addicted to continue to try out different strategies in this game. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of your day.